I feel like the top rated shows pretty safe, you know. We've been pretty safe so far. And, you know, for the most part, with top rated, normally a bunch of users have the mostly correct opinion, right?
Yeah, so now we're going to judge if a show deserves its popularity.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're going to go to the popularity list.
Because there's a difference between top rated and most popular, right?
Yeah, so this list is compiled based on how many users of my anime list have added these series onto their favorite anime list.
Yeah.
Not based off of like a star rating or anything like that. This is how many people, individual people, have rated this show as like, I guess to them, a 10 out of 10.
I just realized half of these shows are in Fortnite.
This is probably where Epic Games is getting their list from. They're just like, all right, what's the next one we need to add?
Like literally half of these are. Is One Punch Man in Fortnite? Is it not?
I don't think it is, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Okay.
It's not.
Attack on Titan. We got My Hero Academia. Scroll down.
Sword Art.
Sword Art Online.
Naruto is there.
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer.
Is Demon Slayer in it? No, I don't think so yet.
Not yet.
Demon Slayer. Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul? It's number 9?
Tokyo Ghoul
Is number 9?
All right, well, let's go from number 1.
Let's go back to number 1. Number 1 is Attack on Titan.
We've already talked about this, so let's skip this one.
It's the most popular by 40,000, so not a lot, but Death Note and Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Which, again, I think... I've always said this. I think Death Note is the perfect first anime for you to get into anime and be introduced. I think Attack on Titan also, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I think those two are the two shows that I would be like, you want to watch anime? Watch these.
Attack on Titan is the perfect starter for action-oriented shows, and Death Note is the perfect non-action-oriented show.
Yeah.
I think you can see both sides of what anime has to offer just from these two.
But
the
shows.
only problem I have with recommending Attack on Titan as a first anime is that no other anime is like Attack on Titan. So if you're like, dude, can I get more of this? Like, no, there is no more of this. There's nothing else like this.
I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing about Death Note though?
Yeah.
Death Note kind of, yeah. But there are thrillers, but not to the same.
There's a lot of anime like Death Note.
Like not as good as Death
Think
Note.
about shit like Kaiji or like any mind game kind of show.
But problem with shows like Liar Game or Kaiji
One
is
Ounce.
that like or like One Ounce is that like it's not like appealing visually as Death Note. You know, like Death Note is a really pretty show.
It's very a lot of cool.
Code Geass.
Yeah, Code Geass again. You know, I've seen some people complaining
I'm
about
actually-
their fucking triangular face chin.
I'm actually shocked that Code Geass isn't higher.
Yeah.
I thought in my head that it was like top 5 in popularity.
Okay, is there anything that sticks out here that doesn't deserve to be in the
number 5.
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6?
But like, it's hard to explain to an anime fan who gets into anime in the past 5 years just how much of a chokehold Sword Art Online has at peak. When Sword Art Online came out, it was like the only show.
Oh yeah.
It was the only thing anyone fucking spoke about. And it dominated online culture.
Well,
in terms of
that's
anime.
because there just wasn't as
Many
much
gamers.
anime out
There's no
there.
shows about the real ones, the
Yeah.
gamers out there.
I think people...
Hey man, don't discredit my boy Dot Hack like that, all right?
Okay.
Dot Hack doesn't count.
Dot Hack did it
Get
first.
the fuck out.
Dot Hack did it first.
Look,
but
look.
Dot-
Joey,
if you like Dot
if I
Hack,
wanted
you're
to watch
in
a
too deep.
camping anime, I'd watch Eurocamp, okay? Because that's what Dot Hack was. It's not a gamer anime, it's a camping
It
anime,
wasn't for the
Joey.
male fantasy, Joey. And Sword Art Online is for the male fantasy.
Right.
You want to log into
There
World
wasn't
of
enough
Warcraft.
waifus in Dot
You want
Hack.
to be the god gamer. It's Sword Art Online.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
show was so fucking popular. Not so much now, thank God. But it was ridiculous how popular this show.
Joe, I gotta ask.
It would be in Fortnite if it came out today.
Joe, I gotta ask Joe.
Yeah.
All right, personal question.
Yeah.
Did you watch Sword Art Online before it got popular?
Yeah.
And you had formed your opinion about it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not based on any.
It's okay. It's okay to say you didn't like it.
No. I remember, dude. This is a really.
okay to say
okay,
you
it's
liked
okay.
it.
No,
Yeah,
this is a really well-known meme in my community
Yeah.
that when I was writing anime reviews on my website before I even started making videos, I gave the first season of Sword Art Online a 9 out of 10.
Did you actually?
Yeah. This is something that I have owned up to many times.
Alright.
Right? It wasn't until
Oh my god, the biggest plot twist.
yeah, it wasn't until the second season came out, right? Alfheim Online, or I guess the second half of the first season came out, that I started to see issues, and then it made me rewatch from the beginning to be like, Was I just being swallowed up by the hype of the show? And then I started to pinpoint all the problems, and I'm like, I think I was just blinded by the hype of this show.
I've never seen a show fumble season 2 so much.
Oh my god, yeah. Alfheim was the biggest fumble. And it fumbled so hard that it made me question if actual, like, the first half of the season was good or not.
I distinctly remember watching Sword Art Online season 1, and I thought, holy shit, it's a show for me. It's a show that gets me and my innate desires.
Okay, I will give Sword Art Online credit in saying that I think the first 2 episodes of Sword Art Online.
Come on.
No, legit.
Season 1 was good.
No, legit. I think the first 2 episodes of Sword Art Online, I think, had a lot of potential to go in a direction that would have been a lot more interesting.
I fucking loved season 1. I had a great time with it.
I still think yes, go.
But yeah, season 2 was such fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Season so good.
I don't know why everyone likes Sword Art Online until they didn't, and I just.
Do you know the moment I checked out?
When?
It's when they started making a family. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
What the fuck is this?
The moment I checked out was when Yui, that fucking small girl. That was the point where I was like, you've gone in the wrong direction.
I was like, if I'm playing this game, if I'm in this game, I'm selling that thing for XP, or I'm finding a way to make use of this kid. I'm not fucking raising it. What the fuck?
Yeah. That was the moment where, like, all logic was thrown out the window, and it just took the story in a direction. Like, because the concept of Sword Art Online could have gone in like a really dark and brooding direction where like you could actually feel the stakes of like these characters that were put in place, right? But it took itself in a direction where it didn't really highlight that like doom and gloom that the world was built around, and instead focused on like, so how the fuck can I rizz up Asuna? Like no one gives a fuck. Like, you completely forgot about the whole point of the story that you placed your characters in and put in some bullshit romance story behind it, and it just ruined everything.
It's also because he wrote Asuka as very boring generally, and then gave up on Asuka and was like, let's just introduce new girls. Fuck it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting, right? Because I look back to Sword Art Online season 1, and I generally think that there were some really cool ideas in season 1. I think a lot of
first couple of episodes introduced so many cool ideas that could have been used in so many interesting ways in the story, and then Kawahara was just like, yeah, but I really want Asuna and Kirito to fuck. Like, that's all he cared about.
Well, I think,
and that's what all the viewers cared about, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, the boss battles in Sword Art Online is still fucking hype. Yes, it's fucking power fantasy, but I remember seeing Kirito get the fucking second sword out. Yeah. Didn't really think too much about how fair this was as a game mechanic that the one person.
Also, how much it didn't make sense.
Yeah. I at the point,
if it was a real game, it'd be fucking stupid. Yeah. Everyone would be like, what a fucking dumb mechanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that guy gets 2 swords because he has quick reaction times? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. That just makes Faker even more fucking OP. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Is that like, you know, and when I initially went back to rewatch it and I started to like actually dissect the show for what it was, and I realized this could have gone in a direction that I would have really thoroughly enjoyed. And, you know, subsequent shows after Sword Art Online came out actually did go in directions that were interesting and actually utilize the story in the way that it was intended to be, like Log Horizon, for example. Whereas Sword Art Online, I feel the biggest sin that Sword Art Online committed was that it just fumbled a really interesting idea.
I think Log Horizon fumbled it too.
You think?
I feel like it just couldn't figure out what it wanted to do.
I think it was in a better trajectory than Sword Art.
It was, though. I did peak Log Horizon. I enjoyed more than peak Sword Art Online for me.
Totally.
But I felt like Log Horizon also kind of was like,
Log Horizon did drag on.
What do I want this to be now? I don't know. But Sword Art Online, it was insane when it came out, and I'm not surprised that it's number 5.
Yeah.
However,
I mean, it's such an easy show to recommend.
I'm still going to defend Alicization, though. I'm still going to defend.
That's fair. I think the longer time passes, the more we'll see Sword Art Online slowly drop down.
So.
Because, you know, people aren't really. I don't think as many people are watching it anymore.
No. There's people like me.
Yeah, the isekai trash people will watch it. That's
and I feel like it's going to become an old internet meme in like 20 years. Like, oh, Sword Art Online is so bad.